Good Saturday morning, my friends. This is Melissa from Melissa's Struggling Walk with Jesus. You may also email me at melissasstrugglingwalkwithjesus@gmail.com. I am using the Amplified Holy Bible and the Navigator's Bible Reading Plan to share the Word of God with you this beautiful Saturday morning. Fall is on its way. It's a little bit chilly outside here. And today I am going to be reading Psalms chapter 45. It's a song celebrating the king's marriage. It's to the chief musician, set to the tune of lilies. It's a song of the sons of Korah, a skillful song, or a didactic or reflective poem, and it's a song of love. And it says, "My heart overflows with a good theme. I address my psalm to the king. My tongue is like the pen of a skillful writer. You are fairer than the sons of men. Graciousness is poured upon your lips. Therefore God has blessed you forever. Strap your sword on your thigh, O mighty one, in your splendor and your majesty, and in your majesty ride on triumphantly for the cause of truth and humility and righteousness. Let your right hand guide you to awesome things. Your arrows are sharp. The people's nations fall under you, and your arrows pierce the hearts of the king's enemies. Your throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter of uprightness is the scepter of your kingdom. You have loved righteousness, virtue, morality, justice, and hated wickedness. Therefore God, your God, has anointed you above your companions with the oil of jubilation." Check out Hebrews chapter 1, verses 8 and 9. Verse 8. "All your garments are fragrant with myrrh, aloes, and cassia. From ivory palaces stringed instruments have made you glad. King's daughters are among your noble ladies. At your right hand stands the queen in gold from Ophir. Hear, O daughter, consider and incline your ear to my instruction. Forget your people and your father's house. Then the king will desire your beauty, because he is your Lord. Bow down and honor him. The daughter of Tyre will come with a gift. The rich among the people will seek your favor. Glorious is the king's daughter within the palace. Her robe is interwoven with gold." Check out Revelations chapter 19, verses 7 and 8. Verse 14. "She will be brought to the king in embroidered garments. The virgins, her companions who follow her, will be brought to you. The gladness and rejoicing will they be led. They will enter into the king's palace. In place of your fathers will be your sons. You shall make princes in all the land. I will make your name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore the peoples will praise and give you thanks forever and ever." So that is all of Psalms chapter 45. Verse 1 says, "My heart overflows with a good theme. I address my psalm to the king. My tongue is like the pen of a skillful writer," where it says "my heart." So Jesus spoke of what was written of him in the Psalms. See Luke chapter 24, verse 44. This is one such Masonic psalm, however. The capitalization indicating the duty is provided with the understanding that the chapter is written against the background of an ordinary royal wedding with anonymous participants. The New Testament references in this psalm is Hebrews chapter 1, verses 8 and 9, where verses 6 and 7 is quoted and applied to Christ. The preceding verses could also be applied to Christ, as well as most of the following verses referring to the king. However, verse 16 can only apply to a mortal king. All right, verse 6 says, Your throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter of uprightness is the scepter of your kingdom, where it says your throne. This verse has mystified many commentators since God is distinguished from the king in verse 2 and 7. And various translations have been proposed to make the Hebrew rendered, O God, something other than a reference to the duty of the king. This verse cannot be applied prophetically to Christ. Let me start over. So this verse has mystified many commentators since God is distinguished from the king in verses 2 and 7. And various translations have been proposed to make the Hebrew rendered, O God, something other than a reference to the duty of the king. But the writer of Hebrews clearly understood it this way. All right, verse 16 says, In place of your fathers will be your sons. You shall make princes in all the land. Where it says your sons. So unlike the other references to the king, this verse cannot be applied prophetically to Christ, because he had no children. But it is not unusual for a prophecy to have more than one fulfillment, typically in the near future of the prophecy, and another in the distant future. And by analogy, there is no reason why this psalm cannot refer both to an ordinary king and to the future Messianic king. All right, and so that is all of Psalms chapter 45 that I'm going to share with you today. Again, my name is Melissa from Melissa's Struggling Walk with Jesus. Thank you. Have a good day.